Tom Camacho. I was an E4 Sargent, Air Force.
Can you share us a story that changed your life from serving in the military?
Well, I was in from 78 to 82, so a lot of Vietnam veterans were part of what we did. And when I was at Dover Air Force Base working on engines for the C-5A, there was a gentleman there that had been completely burned by napalm. He got hit by napalm, and his face was completely distorted. Part of his hairline was gone. He had, I think, 3 fingers on this hand and 2 on this. And his job, he was a civilian because he was retired, his job was to balance the fan on the C-5A, which is a huge turbine-shaped device that it's impossible to balance. Everyone he did was perfect. So I think what I learned from that really was to really not judge people by the way they looked, and he was mean too. But really, you know, to take people for their qualities, for the best of themselves, rather than, well, you know, because he was kind of scary to look at. So,
Cool. Would your life be different if you hadn't served our country?
I went in when I was 17 years old. I did not have a good childhood. My stepmother and I really did not click. I had a '69 Mustang convertible that I would drive up people's yards sideways and tear up their lawns. So, yeah, if I wouldn't have gone in the service at 17, I had my parents sign the papers. I said, I'm out of here. My life would have been completely different. I learned to respect others. I learned to respect myself. I learned to really start to understand my limits, and I really instilled within myself a sense of pride.
What is your warrior wisdom that could help someone else?
When I look at these young people going into gangs, you know, and you know, myself at 17 and needing that connection, and it was a connection with others that I really was missing, that was making me do all these crazy things. And I look at these young gangbangers, and it's the same thing. So my warrior wisdom would be that, you know, there's such a stigma around, you know, going into the service, and you know, we've got an academy here and with ROTC that the community hates, because it's like, why is the Navy in there in this school? And you know what? My life would not be what it is right now, and I don't know where I would have gone if it wasn't for that. And I think it's a really good possibility for some of these, to get rid of some of this gang problem. I really do.